Hello everyone and welcome back to our Football Manager 2017 European Journeyman series with Leverkusen. Now last time out we did suffer our first defeat in 5 games as manager of the club. It was against Bayern Munich though, away from home, always going to be a tough game, and we've had a week's rest, so hopefully going in against Wolfsburg we'll be able to get 3 more points on the board because we do need them. We'll also be away against Frankfurt in the Bundesliga today. Games at home and away against CSKA in Moscow as we look to find ourselves in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Worth taking a quick look at the league table where we are 3 points off Dortmund, just 1 ahead of Schalke at the moment, so all very tight, but we're still very much in control of our own future. We do still have Dortmund to play, but it is going to be very tough trying to overturn Dortmund's lead with that many teams in the Champions League race. So we need to be beating Wolfsburg at home. They're a team we have beaten a lot in the past, and we do have Bernd Leno back in goal. He isn't fully fit, but he's fit enough for a goalkeeper. In the back four, we've got Benjamin Henrichs, Lucas Rukas, Stefan Traub and Douglas Santos. In midfield, it's Tim Jentzsch, Johannes Geis, Kai Havertz, and then in the front three, we have Leon Bailey, Munir and Franco Castro. Buddle with the ball, forward to Arnold. Cut out by Jentzsch, now Geis. Out to Bailey, across to Havertz in a good position to strike one, and he's found the bottom corner, and just as Dortmund fall behind, we take the lead, and as things stand, we move up to 4th place. We were totally dominant in the first half, but only one highlight, and that was the goal. Wolfsburg still yet to have a shot though, which is good news for us. Here's Jentzsch, out to Bailey. We need to capitalise on our dominance. Good ball to Henrichs. Great position for him. He puts the ball in. It's cleared out to Bailey. Heads it down to Havertz. Castro's got it. Munir back to Castro, and it's come back. I think the keeper got a hand to it, but a well-worked effort. Henrichs in a good position, finds Bailey. There's Geis inside to Castro. Ball cleared away. Traub's going to be able to recover that. Just 10 minutes or so left for us. Wolfsburg still yet to have a shot, so I am going to drop defensive because we know one shot will lead to a goal if they get a chance. Geis out to Bailey. I'd be a lot happier if we can make it 2-0. Big tackle there from Arnold, and Casquet is allowed in on goal. What did I say? Honestly, what did I say? You knew it was going to happen. Well, there's less than 5 minutes left, and that kick in the teeth is going to cost us 2 crucial points. You just know it. I don't know what has gone on today. Castro's not been good enough up front. I mean, Pia's on now, but it doesn't look like there's time left. We've got a corner from Munir in towards Traub, but it's cleared out. Rodriguez has it. He's going to send it downfield. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they got a second here. Douglas Santos does get across. But 1 shot, 1 goal came in the 80th minute. We had 17 efforts on target, 57% possession. We dominated the game, and that is just not good enough from the team. I am absolutely seething about that. Had we won that game, we would have gone up a level with Dortmund. Dortmund losing 2-1, but still just not acceptable. We're now still 3 points off the 3rd position and 4 points off 2nd place, but Hamburg do have a game in hand, although it might be against Bayern Munich, which could do us a favour. But every time in Football Manager that has to happen, doesn't it? You know when it's 0 shots on target that is going to happen. Well, after that really frustrating draw against Wolfsburg, we now have to focus on our Europa League campaign in the last 16. We are taking on CSKA Moscow away from home. We're going to be playing the same team as that frustrating draw, but Maxime Brunel has come in on the left flank, the only change. Hopefully he can help trigger a goal or two. He's got a 7.96 rating in his last 5 games, which is one of the reasons I've decided to put him in there. Hopefully he can be the trigger to get our players firing. Munir's also been pushed up front. I have dropped Castro because I'm not happy at his finishing since I've come into the club. He's reminded me too much of Santa Maria, so we're going to give Munir the chance up front in place of him. But otherwise, the team's exactly as it was before, and I'm hoping we can build on the reasonable start we've had so far and get some cup success under our belt. Here come Moscow on the attack, but Jentzsch has cut out the ball in the Russian snow. Sent forwards, here's Everton, onto Konovalov. Cut out by Santos, but back with Moscow. Jung Kyung-soo into Stojkovic. Now Zagayev. Ball slipped into Minev, and he's found the bottom corner. We're 1-0 down very early on. Henrichs with a throw, he finds Geis. Now Jentzsch, back out wide to Henrichs. Ball pulled back to Bailey, inside to Munir, and it's hit the post and come back off the keeper. That is where our luck is at the moment. Free kick from Traub, forward to Henriks. Bailey, inside to Havertz. Munir, just taking it out to his natural left flank. He's then tackled, but he keeps the ball, got a foot in anyway, he didn't keep the ball. Header cut out by Rukas. Here's Bailey. Havertz, into Brunel. He's looking for that reverse ball, but instead he goes across to Geis. Bailey reverses it to Brunel, and it's gone in. That time we do get fortunate. The keeper was pretty much... I mean, the ball was straight at the keeper, but the keeper's just deflected it into the back of the net for us to make it 1-1 and give us, crucially, an away goal. It's been quite a tight game up to this point. There's 20 minutes left. We have been edging it, certainly on possession and the shots. Vasilev does find Munir. Big tackle there from Kyung-Soo. Ball sent back to Larkin, but given away, and Bailey's got the ball. He finds Castro. He's come on as a sub, and Castro from the edge of the area does give us the lead and a second away goal, finally showing me that he can do something up front. Well, there's just a few seconds left and the ball is at the right end of the pitch as far as we're concerned. We should be seeing out this win, which will bring the morale back up and put us in an excellent place to qualify for the quarterfinals of this competition. There's the full-time whistle. A good 2-1 win for us away in Russia. That is never to be sniffed at, and we get the away goals. That is the main thing. Chelsea being held at home to a 1-1 draw. It'd be great if they could get knocked out. Dortmund, though, crushing Sporting 5-0. Those two clubs probably our biggest competitors. A very nice 4-4 draw between Valencia and Wolfsburg as well. After failing to win our last two league games, we really need to be beating bottom club Frankfurt away from home today. The team is a little bit switched around because we've played a lot of games recently. So Mikulacak is coming in at defensive midfield. Leroy Sané also getting a game on the right side of midfield with Bailey on the left and Munir continuing up front. I'm hoping Munir can get a goal today. He has got abysmal morale and I have absolutely no idea why, given he's just signed a new contract with us and he's getting game time. I don't know what that is all about. Maybe if we have a look at his report from the coaches, we might get a bit of information on why he's abysmal. There's nothing there. Is there any way we can find out why he's miserable? He's pleased. He's got 4 positives, 0 negatives, and abysmal happiness. What's that about? There's nothing there that shows me why he's unhappy, but apparently he's miserable. He has literally just signed a new contract at the club, so that is really bemusing. But hopefully he'll be able to get a goal today. If not, we'll bring the goal scorer Franco Castro back up front for the next match and in this game if we're struggling for a goal. Midfield, Mikulacak is joined by Havertz and Geis again. Same back four as always. It's our first choice back four right now. Douglas Santos, Traub, Rukas and Henriks with Leno back to full fitness in goal. Corner from Geis in towards the near post. It's come back from Traub off the woodwork. It was so close to an opening goal. Douglas Santos throws the ball into Traub. Here's Havertz onto Geis. Mikulacak back out wide. Little slow midfield passing from the team. Can we work it out to the right? Mikulacak does find Sané, who's given the ball away straight away. Sané making his first start for me as manager, and that is not a way to impress me. Horno's in on goal, but saved by Leno. Sané with the ball. Back to Mikulacak. Now Havertz into Munir. Onto Bailey. He's in on goal, but he can't find the angle. Mikulacak with the free kick. He finds Traub. Ball inside of Havertz onto Douglas Santos. Into the middle towards Castro. It's cleared away and Kor has the ball, but Castro wins it with a good tackle. Falls to Sané. Geis loses possession in a good area there. Now it's Kuhn over the top for Horno. He's in on goal and he's scored. Every time. Just when I thought we were going to get a goal, we've gone behind to the bottom club. Geis with a free kick. Good position. Straight into the wall. That's really frustrating. We could have used Thomas Lamar about that time. Henriks. Onto Geis again. It's a good ball out to the right, but instead it's Mikulacak. Here's Castro to Bailey. Mikulacak again. Geis. Get nervous whenever our team has the ball. I do not trust these players at all in midfield. Here's Sané. Cutting in from the right. Still going Sané, but his effort easily saved by Kobel. Leno with a big goal kick forward towards Castro. Cut out, but picked up by Geis. Now Havertz. On to Bailey, cutting inside, but Geis with the ball again. Havertz into Castro. Can he find Bailey? He does. And Bailey, why has he gone for a first-time shot there? Castro with the ball, running at the defence on his own. He's got support from Bailey, who does pick up the ball. Here's Geis into Sane. Cutting inside, finds Castro, back to Sane, and there's the equaliser. A good strike from Leroy Sane, his first goal of the season. We've got 30 minutes to find the winner. Leno sends the ball out to Rukas. Mikulacek onto Geis, now Vasilev finds Castro. Seems to have made a difference coming on in the last 2 games, so he'll get to start the next one. Here's Vasilev, out wide to Douglas Santos, 3 in the middle. He finds Geis, edge of the area. He wasn't facing the right way there. Mikulacek to Geis again. Sane, cutting inside, finds Castro, but the ball lumped away. Here's Vasilev, who loses it in a key position. We need to be careful on the break again here. Horno across to Janel. Kuhn's been so easily allowed to run in. And it's 2-1. What is going on with our defence? Those 2 centre-backs are awful. Leno with the ball. We've got 20 minutes to try and get an equaliser and maybe a winner in this game. Rukas out to Henriks. Now it's Vasilev. Into Castro. Trying to come forward. He's found Bailey with a good ball. Bailey in on goal. Has managed to get one back. 20 minutes to find the winner. 3 minutes of added time, and it doesn't look like we're going to achieve this. This is going to be the full-time whistle. There it is, 2-2. 3 games in a row we've failed to win now. The last 2 have been absolutely terrible. And it means we've slipped down to 6th place in the league. We're now 5 points off Köln. It's going to be very difficult to make that up. I thought Dortmund would be the big opposition, but now Hamburg and Köln, the 2 teams we need to catch, and we've only got 8 games, I think, to do it. I think there's only 34 games, so we've got 8 games to make up 5 points. Well, the Europa League's been a welcome distraction for us over the last couple of episodes. Our league form has suffered, and it does offer another opportunity to actually qualify for the Champions League. So we need to be making sure we get through against CSKA Moscow. We have a 2-1 away win under our belt, so it should be reasonably plain sailing today. We can afford to lose and still go through. So with that in mind, the team is still a strong one because I am prioritising this competition at this point. Munir is going to lead the line to give Castro another game out. Castro will be back for the next league match. Bailey and Sane are going to continue on the wings with Havertz, Geis and Jensch in midfield. Arietta comes in at left back to join Traub, Rukas and Henriks. Well, I have to say, this has been the most boring game of all time. We totally dominated it, but there hasn't been a single highlight. This is the first one, and Zavalev has just scored a screamer from about 35 yards. That's the first highlight, and now we're on a knife edge. It's 2-2. I don't know whether to stay defensive after that. I don't know what to do. I think we have to stay defensive. We've bossed the game, so hopefully we can hang on to the possession and just see this out. Otherwise, I'm going to be seriously regretting taking over this job. 5 minutes left to see out. Nothing has happened in this game, which reflects badly on us. We've had 19 efforts, 9 on target, and none of them have been highlights. It looks like we're going to squeak through, but we have lost at home to Moscow. This has been a really poor episode from the team. And we are in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. It's not the end of the world. We're only 5 points off the Champions League places in the league as well. So there's every chance that we can go through, but we've made this so difficult. And I don't know what's going on with the team. I think it is just the case that the squad is so big it's impossible to maintain morale. I really need to get some of these players out, but I need a good summer to be able to do that. Let's get forward to that Europa League quarterfinal draw and just find out quickly who we're going to be facing. Here is that draw for the Europa League. Still some big teams in there. Dortmund and Chelsea we want to avoid if we can. Sevilla are the first out of the hat and they get Wolfsburg. Hamburger SV get Bordeaux, so there's every chance that we could get Dortmund here. And it's gone to Inter Milan, which means that we face Chelsea, the most difficult team by far in that draw, and they're the ones that we've picked out. We are at home first, which is maybe a good thing, I'm not so sure. It's going to be tough though. Hopefully we can win that first leg and set ourselves up for the second leg where maybe we can shut ourselves down and shut Chelsea out. But it is going to be tough. If we want to win this competition, we're bound to face Chelsea at some point. At least Dortmund and Inter Milan are facing each other. That will knock one of the other big teams out. But I still think we can win this competition. Chelsea are going to be tough though. So that is going to be it for this episode. 1 win, 2 draws and a defeat. That's 1 win in our last 5 games as well. Not what we want. We've got games coming up against Dortmund and Chelsea in the next episode. Matches against Freiburg and Augsburg as well. Going to be very tough. But Freiburg and Augsburg down in the bottom end of the table. Dortmund, one of the teams we have to be beaten if we're going to qualify for the Champions League through the league. And obviously we need a good result against Chelsea as well. There is a match, an England friendly against Uzbekistan between episodes, but I'm not going to bother to show you that. That's literally the only friendly between now and warming up for the World Cup. So that's not too important. We need to focus on the Bundesliga and trying to get some good results out. The next episode is going to be absolutely crucial for deciding if we achieve our objectives this season. If we have a look at the board, there's reasonably satisfied with what we're doing at the moment. I think we can actually finish as low as 6th and still be fine. I think they'll still be happy with us, especially as we have made the quarterfinals of the Europa League. But that's not what we want. We don't want to miss out on European football next season. We have to make sure that we are in those good positions. One good thing is that the German teams are doing very well in Europe, so I'm hoping that the Bundesliga's reputation will pick up. It's down in 5th at the moment. I think it could go up to 3rd next year, which might give us another opportunity to get into the Champions League, just like we had in Italy. But we'll have to wait and see for that. If you have enjoyed this episode, despite my misery, do drop a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see how we get on in this hunt for Champions League football. But until next time, see ya!